we reach a pivotal point in the Gospel of Matthew this week. As you saw last week, Jesus has started to disrupt what people expect from the Messiah. And this week, we will see hearts that are soft towards Jesus grow softer, but hearts that are hard toward Jesus grow harder. Chapter 16 brings us to a significant point. Jesus asks his 12 disciples a decisive question, asking them, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter speaks up for the group, saying, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Jesus commends Peter for his answer, and it explains to Peter that it is God's doing that he understands this, not Peter's doing that he understands this. And then Jesus goes directly into explaining to the disciples how he's going to suffer and die, and that following Jesus means laying down your life in surrender. Jesus is echoing what Isaiah said in Isaiah chapter 53 about how the Messiah would be a suffering servant, and yet the disciples don't really fully understand what Jesus is saying. In the chapters that follow, you'll notice how Jesus' interactions and his healings and his teachings all point to a new kind of kingdom that the Messiah is ushering in. It's not a kingdom of might or wealth. It's a kingdom of humility and service and surrender. Look for those things as you read Matthew 17, 18, 19, and 20. And in these chapters, you'll also see how Jesus is repeatedly telling his disciples what's going to happen, that he's going to suffer and die at the hands of others. And yet they don't really understand. They don't understand in the moment when he's telling them, and they still don't understand later when he actually does die. And I find so much comfort in this, that Jesus is patient with these mere humans that don't fully understand until the Holy Spirit awakens their hearts and their minds. And as our reading in Matthew concludes this week, Jesus makes a royal kingly entrance into Jerusalem, and yet it's one marked by humility rather than pomp and circumstance. As the old hymn, "Lead on, O King, Eternal," says, "For not with swords loud clashing, nor roll of stirring drum, but with deeds of love and mercy, the heavenly kingdom comes." Thanks for reading with us this week.